Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at Studio Series Voyager Class Last Night Megatron. Now this figure is excellent, but I mean he does have a little bit of kibble, and that's okay. I just wish this snapped in somehow. It just kind of loosely sits there, and I hit my camera shit. But if you do a shake test, all his joints are super tight. The only thing that's really loose is the hand sword thing. See, look how loose that is. But one thing I love about this figure is his eyes are not painted. As you can see, he's got these reds on his head here. And that's because he's got a beautiful display of light piping. And that is immaculate. That's incredible. And this figure is very nice. He's got excellent posability. See, even this shit tabs in, like. And this is an excellent representation of the movie design. One thing I do wish that this figure had was the faceplate part. But that's with the later class figure of this. So I doubt I'll be getting my hands on that anytime soon. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here. Let's get into some size comparison here. Here he is with Studio Series Ratchet. With NECA Jason. And here he is with every Studio Series Megatron I have as of right now. Don't know if I can manage to fit them all in frame here. And I do have Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, but he's kind of indisposed right now. I love that they're all roughly the same size. I say roughly because they're not really the same size, but at the same time they are. And here he is with Studio Series Blitzwing and 2007 Megatron, which used to be my favorite design for Megatron. Until the Last Night came out, which actually gave us an accurate representation of Megatron. But now this is my new favorite version. And this figure comes with one accessory. His sword here, and it just plugs into his hand. Very nicely, very nice tight fit. And you can get some elaborate poses with the sword itself. But if you don't want the sword in the hand, which, fuck, why wouldn't you? There's a little tab on the sword, and it plugs right into this tab right here, and I love me some weapon storage. Like, it's actually almost cleanly hidden from plain view. Take that off. Let's get into the posability. Ball joint at the head. He can look up that far, look down that far. Shoulder goes full 360. Shoulder plate moves out. The arm goes out. Swivel here. Bend at the elbow. No wrist swivel. But his hand does kind of arch in. And props for printing a Decepticon logo that small. Where's your hand in there? I wish they could have found a way to fill in this. Wish they could have found a way to fill in this shit right here. But other arm moves out. Cannon is on a hinge joint. So you can have it on the side of his arm if you wanted to. There's a hinge joint here. Not entirely sure what that's for. That doesn't even play into the transformation at all. Front skirt moves out of the way to accommodate this. Leg, if you move that, leg goes back, not that far. He's got a beautiful spread. He's got a hinge joint here. Bend at the knee, which is not really a bend, but and a fucking magnificent pivot. So the poses you can get this guy in. As long as you can do that famous Megatron cannon pose, that's all that really matters, right? Now, I'm normally against lights and sounds and all that shit, so it would have been nice if there was an LED in there. Unfortunately, there's not an LED in there, so he does have a little bit of trouble standing, but that's just due to his wonky proportions. I suppose we should get into the transformation part, which his transformation's pretty clean. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to untab the arms here. And you're going to leave that to the side. Fold all that shit down. Fold the cockpit over the head, just like that. And now we're going to work on this right here. This is on a rotation. So you're going to rotate that all the way around. Unplug the wings here. And just do that. This plugs into there. And the pivot actually comes into play for the transformation, which is cool. There is a little hole that there's a tab on his foot that tabs into. And all of the exact same steps on the other side. One problem I do have with the figure is this doesn't stay flush with the rest of the wing, but it is a bit of a nightmare getting stuff to tab in and whatnot, so we're going to work on his arms here. His arms just fold in just like that. That hinge joint on the cannon goes into play right now. Fold in the hands before I forget. What you actually want to do first actually, this piece does play into the transformation. Never mind. Fuck me. We don't want these flush with that, so then that will just come together very cleanly and create a nice clean sculpt. You're going to want to fold his arms all the way in so that the cannon is poking out of that right there. And the legs just turn sideways there. This rotates up. There's a very specific place that the wings go on this guy. Oh, and I forgot to mention this guy does not have a waist swivel. So, yes, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he does not have a waist swivel. And that all tabs all the same steps on the other side. I just have my phone propped up on a box here, and Optimus is still damaged from his last battle. And the Zord also plays into the transformation. It plugs in. And this is a very clean looking sculpt, just to make it kind of suit the other side. Fucking take the sword off. It doesn't actually have to play into the transformation at all. You see how like one wing is folded down? I just kind of tilt that down a little bit so it makes it look a lot cleaner. But this is a very nice jet mode and very accurate to the movie design. Even though that movie design is everything tabs in. It's a nice solid brick. And we're gonna bring the guy in for some size comparisons. Here he is with Studio Series Bumblebee. Here he is with Studio Series Ironhide. Now I'm just going with figures that I have in their vehicle modes already. And one figure that looks absolutely beautiful with it is the Voyager class Last Night Optimus Prime. Again with that fucking kibble. But of course the whole figure is covered in kibble, so there he is with the Bumblebee Optimus Prime, which I did figure out how to get a clean transformation with this guy. I can't get that section to go in any further, but there he is with that. And here he is with Studio Series Movie Optimus Prime. And he is a little crooked. And here he is with the 3A figure. But this is a very nice clean jet mode. One character I forgot to size compare him with. It is Studio Series Starscream. And that's pretty much it for this review, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. That like. Like, he looks so good, and it's very screen accurate, which is what the Studio Series line is made to do. Is to make more screen accurate figures. Just notice there's a pin in here. Maybe this comes up to reveal some landing gear, maybe? I don't know. I'll probably make an update video. But for this, right now, peace out.